Alright, today I'm going to walk you through how I clean my handguns. Hopefully this helps. I try not to overcomplicate cleaning my handguns. I don't compete, so really it's just to maintain them, get the carbon out of them, and make sure that they're well maintained. I use this kit. I got it from Amazon. I want to say it was like 16 to 20 bucks, but it comes with a few things. You can pry out casings, things out of the barrel, has a few cotton swabs, a few other tools to clean and manage malfunctions within your handguns or your rifles, things like that. So here I'm just kind of getting myself together, gathering the tools that I'm going to use. I mainly use the CLP oil and cleaner. It's 2-in-1. I also have this orange Hoppies. I got it at Big Five Sporting Goods. I think it was like $5. You can pretty much buy them anywhere where they sell like sporting equipment. It comes with these barrel brushes. Before disassembling your handgun, you want to do some safety checks. The reason is the more that you use your handgun, you're going to get used to grabbing your magazine, putting it in, and chambering around. It's almost going to become second nature. So you want to make sure that your gun is clear, make sure your magazine is far away from you. Every gun is going to be different as far as how you remove the slide. On this one, you take down the pins, you pull the trigger, and the slide just comes right off. Now you have the frame and the slide in two pieces. What you're going to do now is take the recoil spring and the guide rod, comes right out. Put that away. Then you now have the barrel. The barrel slides right out. We're going to clean the barrel first. And because I had a malfunction in the feed ramp, I'm going to just take a look, and it looks a little off. And this is interesting. So it looks like a little chipped, but later when I clean it, it's just carbon buildup. Maybe that's why it happened. It could have been bad ammunition. Either way, we're going to clean it. You can see the carbon buildup right there where I'm poking at it with my fingernail. So we're going to clean that up. So I have my microfiber towel. I'm just going to go give it a good cleaning first. Now that I wiped it down, you can see that it was just dirty. It actually looks fine, no chips or abnormal wear. I'm going to go ahead and clean the inside of the barrel. I'm going to take some of this CLP and this cotton paper that comes with the kit. I'm just going to run it through the barrel. Now you're going to see that it actually doesn't look very dirty. Okay, when you look at the cotton swab, it looks pretty clean, nothing crazy. But once I rub this barrel bore cleaner through it and just loosen up all the hard carbon, you'll see that the cotton swab is actually pretty dirty once I run it through again. So this is a basic step that you don't want to skip. You want to loosen up that hard built up carbon that is inside the barrel. So this is going to be the second pass after I loosened up the carbon inside. And you can see that it's actually pretty dirty. So because of that, I'm going to actually run it through a third time on the clean side. And now it actually doesn't look too bad, so I'm pretty happy with how clean it is. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next step. I'm going to lube the barrel with some CLP, and then I'm not going to clean the oil off, but I'm just going to rub it around. I want the oil to kind of stay on the barrel, especially on the slide or the parts that slide along the slide or the frame. So I want to go ahead and make sure that those are a little wet with oil. I don't want to have too much because I don't want to have oil running down and dripping off the frame either. So you want to have enough lube where it's lubricated, but not too much where it just drips into the frame. Next, I'm going to clean the recoil and guide rod, or recoil spring and guide rod. I'm just going to wipe these down as much as I can. I'm going to get my fingernails in there. And then I'm going to do the same thing and then just lube them up enough so that they're a little wet, but not too soaked. I'm also going to take this brush and then just kind of brush it down a little bit, loosen up whatever I can, any carbon that's built up in there, and then just wipe it down. I'm gonna move on to the slide. I'm gonna take this brush. I don't take the metal side of the brush. I take like kind of like the hard bristle. I'm just gonna scrub where all the carbon just kind of sits. You can normally see it. So I'm gonna just loosen it all up, and then I'm gonna take a piece of cotton, and you'll see I'm gonna show you a little bit of a trick that'll help get into those nooks and crannies. Take a piece of cotton, lay it on the slide, and then take that softer side of the brush and then just rub it in to those little small crevices so you can get all that carbon built up out of there. And it does such a good job, as you can see here. So I'll just do this 2 or 3 times with different pieces of cotton just to make sure it's all clean until I get a piece of cotton that is pretty clean or just to my liking. Next, I'll take some of this Hoppies and then I'll just kind of dab on all the metal parts, anything that touches the frame or slides. So I'll just kind of put it wherever the slide touches the frame. Same thing here. I'll take a piece of cotton, kind of wipe it down. I don't want to remove the oil completely, but I want it to be a little oily, but not soaked or drenched where it just drips. So just remove enough, but you want to make sure that it's still lubed. Here I'm moving on to the frame. You can see it's carbon, has a lot of carbon buildup in there, so I'll generally do the same thing. Do my little trick here, put a piece of cotton swab on top, and then just with the soft side of the bristle brush, brush it until the frame is clean to my liking. Now, while I can, I just give my frame a wipe down because I've touched it, I have oil on my fingers. I want to take advantage while it's off and then just get as much oil as I can while I can. But we're ready to put it back together. We'll take the barrel first, put the barrel back in where it goes. Next, we're going to get the recoil spring and guide rod, put that back. Make sure that you push it together and then put it in the slot into the barrel. There should be tension. Now we're going to marry the slide to the frame. Now here I'm going to show you a few times. Do not force the two together. There is a mating spot where the slide and the frame meet. Make sure they line up. You can rack the slide and you're ready to go. Now you just give the gun a good wipe down, cycle it a few times. Should be ready to go. While you can, just take your microfiber towel, give it a good wipe down, get as much oil as you can off of it. Make sure that it's clean to your liking. If you like content like this, and if this helped, please like and follow for more.